Do you want to know how much you can afford as a mortgage? Do you know how banks calculate your own debt ratios? In this video, I'm going to teach you how to calculate your own debt ratios. And at the end of the video, you'll be able to figure out how much you can afford as a mortgage. Watch this video. First of all, how banks calculate your debt ratio is with gross debt service ratio. Okay, what does that mean exactly? So we take your future mortgage payment, we take all the expenses of the property, and we divide by your annual income, and that should give us a percentage. And this percentage had to be under 32%. And that's how we know if you can afford or you can't afford. So what is exactly your annual income? Is how much you declare personally, your gross income and not your net income. Okay, so that the ratio should be under 32%. So first of all, we take your mortgage payment. Okay, your future mortgage payment, because you don't have a property yet. And to calculate your mortgage payment, we take an interest rate of 5.25% stress test, we call it. Okay, obviously right now the rates are below 2%, but the government asks us to qualify the client at a higher rate, because if in case that rate goes up, we want to make sure that you are still under 32% debt ratios. Okay, so that's the reason why we calculate your payment on 525 as interest rate. All right, we take your future property tax, okay, your heating cost, and if you have condo, well, we take 50% of your condo's fees. Let me give you an example. Okay, let's say we're buying a property of $400,000. All right, on a rate of 525 on an amortization of 25 years, you will have a payment of $2,383.67. Multiplied by 12 months, because we take the calculation on an annual income. So we do multiply by 12. We take the annual property tax, that is $4,000. We take $125 per month for your heating costs. That's the minimum that banks take usually, even though it's more than that, no, especially on winter. We take $125 times 12 months, and we divide that by $120,000. That's the annual income. It could be one person income, it could be the whole family income. We put all together, and that is 120. And that's equals to debt ratios of 28%. So this person or this family, do they qualify? The answer is yes. They qualify for a mortgage of $400,000. So that's how you calculate your own GDS. So if you want to know your debt ratio, your GDS, you do the same process. You take your future mortgage payment, your taxes, heating costs. If you have a condo's fees, you take 50% of that divided by the annual income. All right. So that's how you calculate your own debt ratios for the GDS. We're not done yet. All right. There's also TDS, total debt service ratio. This is only for your mortgage. All right. This is only for your housing costs. There's also your total debt ratio that we have to calculate. For that reason, I have to change slide. Let's go to the other one. That's not the one. Total debt, I forgot a word, service ratio, TDS. All right. So that's all the housing expense that we just calculated earlier, plus credit card payment, CC for credit card payments. So we take your credit card payments, we take your car payment, and we take your loan expenses by month, and we multiply by 12. Okay, I'm gonna get back to the example later. Divide by the annual income, and that gives us a ratio, and it should be less than 40%. Okay, under 40%, you qualify for that mortgage. Otherwise, we have to reduce the mortgage you're getting. Okay, so let me go back to the same example. So you're buying a property of $400,000, and we already calculated the expenses, $34,104.04. That's for the housing expense, the GDS that we just calculated earlier. Okay, all together. And after that, we have the credit card payment. Let's say that this person had $10,000 of balance. Banks take 3% of that as monthly payment. Even though you're paying only the minimum payment, that is, let's say $100, we take 3%, okay, 3% per month. That is $300, okay, per month. And we multiply by 12. That is the annual cost for your credit card loan. All right. Car payment, that was for this person, he was paying $500 per month for his car. That's equal to $6,000, okay, annually. And lastly, we have the loan expenses, like your line of credit loan. If you have any personal loan, any type of financing, we have to calculate here in the loan expenses. So we take all together the balance. Let's say you also had $10,000 of line of credit and any type of other loans. We do the same math as the credit card loan. We take 3% of that, and that's equals to another $300 per month. So $300 times 12 months is $3,600. So we add all together divided by your annual income, that is $120,000, and that's equals to 39% total debt service ratio. So this person, does he qualify? The answer is yes, he qualifies because he respects the 40%, under 40% total debt service ratio. Okay, so that's how you calculate your own debt ratios, guys. Okay, you calculate your housing expense first, you calculate your future mortgage payment with the stress test of 525 as interest rate, and that will give you a monthly payment, and you add that with your all the other expenses, housing expense, and after that, if you want to do the total debt ratio, you do the same process with this calculation. All right, that's how you calculate. Obviously, we can do this easily with a mortgage calculator, or you come to see a mortgage broker like me. So the ratios, as you can see, the GDS is 32% and the TDS is 40%. How can you go beyond that? The simple answer is if you have a good credit score and if you work with a mortgage broker, we can find out a bank who can give a better ratio. You can go up to 44% on the TDS and 39% on the GDS if you have a good credit score, okay? If you have a credit score of 600, around there, then we have to respect those criteria, that is 3240, okay? So the better credit score you have, the better chance we have a better amount of mortgage. That's why it's very important to have a good credit score. If you don't know what's your credit score, I suggest you to go to equifax.ca and see how much is your credit score, okay? The credit scores give you an idea of how good is the client, but what is more important is the details in the credit report, okay? How many credit cards you have, what's your total debt ratios are you a type of person who use all your credit all the time? Are you paying on time? How many demands you're doing every year? So we have to study all together before letting you know if you qualify for a mortgage, okay? That's why it's very important to have a good credit score. So in the next video, guys, I'm gonna talk about credit score, okay? I'm gonna keep this video short. I already gave you so much information. I'll let you go with this. And finally, guys, if you guys wanna know more about real estate, I'm organizing a webinar where I'm talking about how you can pay your mortgage faster. Imagine if you pay your mortgage within 25 years. You're paying so much interest rate. There's some ways we can plan so you can pay your mortgage faster within 10 to 15 years instead of 25 years, so you're saving so much interest rate. I'm also talking about building wealth through real estate, how you can pass down this wealth to your children. I'm talking about how you can retire early through real estate by buying different properties through equity and not just making more money so you can buy more properties. I'm talking about how with the same salary you have right now, you can buy 2, 3, 4 properties and take your retirement earlier. Imagine if the real estate giving you the same salary as what you are making right now. Are you interested? You want to learn more? No problemo. Subscribe to the next webinar that I'm organizing. I'm so excited for this. I see you there.